Well, starting right here with the CoQ10, this is for sure one of Andrew's all-time best sellers, and we do one time a year a big cap count, and this year, more than any other year, we have dropped the price significantly. This is crazy, because last year, when we did the CoQ10 Today special at the 480 cap count, this is the only time of year we do the large cap size, it was $199. This year, $139. And you have a choice of the regular CoQ10. You can do CoQ10 formulated with the D, vitamin 3, D3 in a 1,000 IU or the 2,000. All the same amazing price. We're gonna break it down, go through all of the details as I bring Andrew in, who is joining us to, as always, help us get educated and learn about what is so important, what is important about our overall health, and how you and your supplements, Andrew, have really helped that happen for all of us. Welcome.
Thanks, Sally. And when it comes to our well-being and our health, it's hard to think of an ingredient that plays a more important role than CoQ10. Whether we supplement it or not, CoQ10 is at the center of all the energy production in our body. It's at the center of how all our cells protect themselves from the normal fallout from living, from existence. So CoQ10 is just something that we've learned as we've become more informed about science. We've learned that as important as CoQ10 is, as we age, the levels of CoQ10 that are available to us go down significantly. I've often sort of half-jokingly said, only half-jokingly, that we're all born with an expiration date. It's as if we were born to reproduce, to do what we need to do, and then gradually things start falling apart. And what's so much of what I focus on is about helping us sort of keep the wheels on things, helping us hold it together. And CoQ10 is a perfect example of that, because as levels decrease, and they naturally will and do decrease, our ability to produce energy suffers. The key systems and organs in our body that we rely on, their ability to function at their very best suffers. So supplementing CoQ10 is really just common sense in the face of what are the consequences of aging. And we could always just throw up our hands and say, okay, I'm just going to age and do nothing about it. I think that as long as we're lucky enough to be here, and we know there are some very simple and straightforward things we can do, and today really affordable things we can do, because not only are you getting CoQ10 for our lowest price ever, and I've been doing CoQ10 for 39 years, it's less expensive today for 200 milligrams than I believe it was pretty much for 30 milligrams almost 40 years ago. So it's dramatically less expensive. Plus each capsule, if you choose to get 1,000 or 2,000 IU vitamin D3, that is free. Each capsule comes with 300 milligrams of vitamin C. Each capsule comes with a full BComplex. Each capsule comes with the equivalent of 100 micrograms of our special B12. So just the vitamin C and vitamin D, or the vitamin C and B12, would be worth the investment in the CoQ10. So it's really a once-a-year opportunity to get so many ingredients that are critically necessary for our good health, and get them at just an incredibly, incredibly affordable price.
I feel like out of all supplements, Andrew, this is the #1 most important. And I know you and I agree on how important D3 is, and now you've formulated your CoQ10 with it with no extra cost, and it also allows us just to take 1 or 2 capsules versus 4 or 5. So I love that you did that, and part of the reason it's always been at the top of the most popular list on all of your supplements that we offer exclusively. And speaking of rave reviews, I mean, thousands of 5-star customer reviews. I mean, vast majority is 4 and 5-star. We'll read some reviews in the presentation. I know over 21,000 have been spoken for, and we've got the full range of sizing from the 30 cap count all the way to the 480. And today is the only day of the year that we're going to be doing that. I just wanted to point out the difference, because normally this is without the D included. It's $399. Today it's $139, a savings of $260. Now let's move on to the one formulated with the 2,000 or the 1,000. It starts at The 480 cap count is almost $500. Today, it's still only $139, a $350 savings. And here is the 2000 D3. I use it 2000 at 2000. 480 cap count is almost $500. Today, again, only $139, same price, savings over $350. So it's phenomenal.
And what today, it always was an argument, what's more important? Is vitamin D3 as a single nutrient more important than CoQ10? Is maybe B12 as a single ingredient to supplement, because so many of us have insufficient or deficient levels of vitamin B12. So we put an end to that entire discussion by including all of them. So CoQ10, in fact, your body requires vitamin D, vitamin C, it requires certainly vitamin C, B12, the full BComplex to make CoQ10. So we make sure that you have all the tools to make your own CoQ10 as well as possible. In addition, we give you the CoQ10 that you're not getting from your diet. Earlier today in the shows, I showed a chart that showed that the best sources from CoQ10 in our diet are animal sources. It's going to be, say, a piece of steak or a piece of chicken or a piece of fish. But even then, a quarter pound of those will deliver just a couple of milligrams of CoQ10. You're getting a couple of 100 milligrams in each capsule. So it's so affordable. You're getting all of these ingredients. You're not just getting the CoQ10. So that's one of the reasons why our CoQ10 has historically outperformed the others, because CoQ10 on its own, it's a critically important ingredient, perhaps arguably the most important ingredient in the formula, but it can't do what it does alone. And that's why our product is virtually perfectly reviewed. Right. Almost 90% of the reviews are 5-star. Positive reviews are well over 95%. And that's a testament to how unique the formula is.
And another part of the unique formulation, you give us these beautiful capsules. I love the color. You can tell the color is just so vibrant. But they're so much easier to swallow and actually dissolve in our bodies. I know there's a lot of options out there when it comes to CoQ10, some of which are stuffed into gummies, which you and I both agree is crazy to me. But, you know, the other ones can be those tablets that never actually do dissolve. Look at how finely pulverized your product is.
Well, it's an ultrafine powder. It's designed to be an ultrafine powder, so it could go into solution, go to work quickly, deliver its benefits. A rock-hard tablet, it just puts this incredibly important ingredient, it puts it in a prison. A gummy is just, I look at gummies as being inherently unethical. Back years ago, no one would dare to take a jelly bean or candy, put a little bit of nutrition in it and call it healthy.
Right.
That's effectively what they do with gummies. And I'm not sure how everyone who does that gets away with it, or even how they could possibly think it's ethical. Our products, you're getting no additives. All you're getting is the CoQ10, the vitamin D, the vitamin B12, the full BComplex, the vitamin C that you want. Nothing else. It's an ultrafine powder. And it just goes to work. It just delivers its benefits. And when we talk about the benefits of CoQ10, earlier today, I was reading research that was talking about the benefits to our gums, to our dental and periodontal and our oral health. I was reading research about its importance for protecting the eye and the retina of the eye. I was reading research about it protecting the ear and the sensory organs, the sensory components in our ears, also protecting our skin and how CoQ10 intake is associated with a reduction in the appearance of wrinkles. Ultimately, we don't really think about this with our skin, but our skin, every cell in our skin is like any cell in our body. It needs to produce its own energy. To the extent it efficiently and effectively produces that energy, your skin is healthier. So not surprising that CoQ10 is associated with a reduced appearance of wrinkles. So no matter what system or organ or tissue you speak about, because CoQ10 is critical to that tissue's survival, you see a benefit.
It's pretty fascinating, and I know a lot of us love to sit and listen and learn as you join us, whether it's in person, which has been such a treat to see you in person again today for the first time in a long time. But it's really important to actually take action, and I can't encourage you enough to take Andrew Lessman supplements. I'm sorry, it just amazes me low level of quality that is out there in comparison to what you bring to us. You don't add fillers or colors or additives or lubricants of any kind.
Well, I think it's a pretty low bar that we find in terms of quality in the supplement industry. And one of the reasons why is almost all of the products you see are made by the same people. That most of the vitamins are made by contract manufacturers. So basically, they are just putting different bottles and different labels on product for different people. When we make a product, we make it ourselves. It's our product in our factory that we make sure that each and every ingredient in that product is worthy of being placed in your body.
Right.
And I can't find any reason to put the glues and waxes and binders of typical tablets. Why would I put that in a product? I can't see any reason to put the sugar and flavors, artificial flavors and colors that are present in gummies. Why would I put those in a supplement? You're trying to make a healthy decision when you take CoQ10 or vitamin D or whatever it might be. Those other added ingredients have nothing to do with making a healthy decision.
Yeah, no, you stand alone with your level of integrity, Andrew, and it's something I take great pride in, knowing that you are here at HSN and that you are our partner. To that point, I'd love to read some reviews because they are they're fascinating, they're passionate. So let's start here. Best CoQ10 on the market. I've known of the benefits of CoQ10 since the early 90s. In fact, I've been taking this supplement since my 30s, but Andrew Lessman's Coenzyme Q10 200, which is the original, is the best and the purest. It is worth every single penny. The energy I get from this product supersedes the previous ones I was taking. I take it every single day. I definitely recommend this product. Invest in your health and well-being. Thank you, Andrew, for making products of the highest quality and fine ingredients. I'm gonna flip one more and we can read as many as you would like. Fabulous, you will love it. In the past, I had taken CoQ10 200, again, that's the original. We do have the other two choices with the D3, but this one continues saying, it really makes a huge difference. Then I stopped taking so many supplements due to the cost. It was not a good savings. As soon as I started taking good vitamin supplements again, I felt so much better, more alert, and healthy again. I'm 75 years old, and I'm always told I look like I'm 60. Not just the skin, it's the overall energy and image of health and well-being. CoQ10 200 seems to make everything work better. I will always continue it. One more, simply awesome. The Bentley of supplements. I am an avid follower of Andrew Lessman's vitamins and supplements. I decided to take as part of my regimen CoQ10 and vitamin D. I know that I could only trust Andrew Lessman for providing me with the right formula. Well, the rest is history. CoQ10 200 has truly been a blessing in supporting my energy level. My blood pressure is healthy, and I thank you. How does it feel reading these reviews, Andrew?
Well, when I want an inspiration, that's what I do, I read the reviews. And with an ingredient like CoQ10, as I often say, my job, unlike, I guess I perceive it differently and I do it differently than the typical supplement company that just relies on someone else to make products for them. We take it very personally. We make all the products ourselves. They're 100% pure. We put no additives in it. And even when you look at a product like this, when we first introduced it at HSN, it was over 25 years ago, we started with 30 milligrams. Then we went to 60 milligrams. Then we went to 90 milligrams. Then we went to 100 milligrams. And today we're at 120 milligrams. Today we're at 200 milligrams. And we've stayed at 200 milligrams for more than a decade. That really is the perfect level if you're taking cholesterol-lowering statin drugs, if you're taking an antidepressant, if you're taking drugs for osteoporosis. Most drugs, their impact on the liver or the impact on cellular metabolism has an impact on CoQ10 level. So when you take a drug to lower cholesterol, that drug lowers cholesterol effectively. It also just as effectively lowers CoQ10. It's no wonder that most of these drugs, their number one side effect is fatigue. Oftentimes things like confusion, because again, your brain is one of the most energy intensive organs in your body, if not the most energy intensive organ in the body. yet you can't make energy without CoQ10. You can't move the electrons around. We often think about our body burning fuel, whether it's burning carbohydrate or burning sugar or burning fat, whatever it might be that our body is using to create energy. The creation of that energy involves the movement of electrons. CoQ10 is a critical component in the movement of those electrons. So without it, you can't produce as much energy, you can't produce energy as efficiently. So you just don't want to be without it. And as we age, if we take medications, if we drink alcohol, if we smoke cigarettes, if we have a less than ideal diet, even if you do something healthy like exercise, your CoQ10 levels are compromised. Just aging compromises them. So it's really something we need to pay attention to. And you get a 4-month money-back guarantee here. So it's an incredible opportunity to use this for 4 months if it's your first time, and you'll never want to live a day without it.
It is so true. What a time to do it. And not only that we give you the extra time with our extended holiday returns, but at a very stressful time of the year for a lot of us. Our to-do list is longer, so many things that we're occupied thinking about and physically taking care of. So probably never a better time to start taking CoQ10 than today. And I'll remind you again, if you are just tuning in, because I know well over 22,000 have been spoken for with just this one of our 3 today specials. So don't let this day go by and pay so much more tomorrow. I mean, to the tune of a couple $100 more after this today's special comes to an end tonight. So again, the savings, the more you buy, the bigger the savings. We do have the smaller cap count if you want to get started, but we go from 30 to 60, 120, 240, and to 480. And this is the pricing for just the original, just the CoQ10 200. So you're saving up to $260 by getting the big 480 cap count. If you incorporate the D3, and again, it's either 1,000 or 2,000 IUs, you're saving between $350 and $353. So you're spending the same whether you're getting the original formula or getting the addition of the benefits of D3 in one capsule. So it's really an astounding savings when you think about that combined with the additional time to be able to try it and start feeling a difference. Because it is true, I mean, CoQ10 is one of the most, it's like the body's key to everything.
Well, key to energy production, and life requires energy, obviously. Right. And most of us, it's a little counterintuitive when you think about the human body, that every single cell in the human body, and there's over 30 trillion of them, every single cell is responsible for its own energy production. Meaning if one cell is rich in energy, it can't give that energy. It can't distribute the energy to another cell. So each cell has to produce its own energy. So when you want to talk about the most logical, sensible way to approach energy in the body, it's not by taking a stimulant. If anything, a stimulant is going to dig you an energy hole that you're going to have to get out of later. Because all a stimulant does, it doesn't change energy status at all. It just stimulates the nervous system. It just stimulates the body and basically does nothing for the low energy that you're trying to deal with. And then, of course, just adding calories, having some sugar or things like that. Your body responds to sugar by secreting insulin. So eventually your perceived energy level just goes down after the insulin does its work and starts sequestering away all that sugar. The only way to really approach energy, make sure you get adequate sleep, make sure you eat a healthy diet, but then make sure that each and every one of the trillions of cells in your body has the tools that what they call rate limiting, meaning the rate at which energy can be produced by your body is limited not by the availability of fuel nowadays. It's limited by the availability of the tools, because as we age, the tools that we use to go about producing energy, those become scarce. At the top of the list, the most important is CoQ10.
Wow. It's really fascinating that, you know, if you give your body what it needs, it knows exactly what to do with it, and you will, as the reviews we've already read, you will feel a difference in primarily your energy, but so many other benefits. I mean, also incorporating, you know, your heart and your brain and your kidneys and your liver and your pancreas and all the benefits for your whole body.
If you want to get excited, you can go to the National Institute of Health website and just look at scientific papers. These are not marketing papers. These are scientific papers. And do some research on coenzyme Q10 and the heart, or coenzyme Q10 and the liver, coenzyme Q10 and the eyes, coenzyme Q10 and virtually every system in the body. And again, it's not that CoQ10 is a miracle ingredient. What CoQ10 is an incredibly important ingredient. And as I always like to say about what my job is in terms of creating this product or any product, my job is to find the natural ingredient that is associated with the benefits we seek, that we read in the science, that we're aware of, and then take it in its most naturally available form. And then, as I always say, get out of Mother Nature's way. Just make sure that this wonderful natural form of CoQ10, which in the original days, most CoQ10 was synthetic. This natural CoQ10 is delivered in a way that will never upset your stomach. It will always be easy to swallow. There are not a whole bunch of solvents or other liquids added to it in a soft gel. There's no binders or fillers added to a tablet. There's no calories or colors added to a gummy. It's in a small 2-piece capsule, soft, easy to swallow. And inside that capsule, you find nothing but coenzyme Q10, vitamin D3, vitamin C, B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, our special B12, our special folic acid, our methyl tetrahydrofolate. So that is it. It's truly a remarkable, remarkable CoQ10 product. If you don't get mine, you really need to be supplementing CoQ10. It's not available from the diet. We lose it from our body every single day, especially as we age. So if you're not going to get mine, you need to find it somewhere and find the best, the cleanest, and the most natural product available.
Well, this is it. There's no better product in the world than these. And I'm going to turn this bottle around just to show you that list that Andrew just went off and shared with us. I mean, it is just chock full of all the highest levels of the finest quality ingredients. We've got footage of your facility out in Henderson, Nevada that is so impressive. I mean, all solar powered. In fact, if we could show that, I just find it to be, look at this.
Well, and that's what makes us different. Beyond the fact that it's one of the world's largest all solar powered facilities, just the fact that unlike most of the vitamins, the reason why all the CoQ10 products and the vitamin D products, whatever they all, the reason why they all look alike is because they're all made by the same companies. They're made by contract manufacturers. So there's just a handful of products out there that are made independently, especially with an eye toward quality. And the only thing I set out to do with each and every one of our products is make them unique and pure and delivering their benefits that you seek. And I think it seems simple and straightforward, but I think most companies overlook the basic thing that when you're spending your hard-earned money for a CoQ10 supplement or a vitamin D supplement, all you want is something that delivers those ingredients with absolute certainty. So you're going to get those benefits. There's not going to be a doubt about it, that it's going to be a sound investment. And that's exactly when we make this CoQ10 product, there's nothing else like it in the world.
And I'll go back to this. I mean, even last year, when we did the one time a year larger cap count at 480, it was $199. It's the same improved formula that you've heard Andrew go through at $139 this year. It is amazing. I mean, what else in the world has gone down in price? Nothing.
And what's crazy is that at $199, it was an incredible, incredible bargain.
Right.
And so what you're seeing here today is really the result of our being able to make a special purchase of CoQ10 for this special event. And when you see the counter on the screen, it's a lot of CoQ10 because I'd say probably 75% of the orders are in the largest size. And so when we make, as the manufacturer, we're able to do something like this, the savings we experience becomes the savings that you experience because we're the manufacturer and you're getting it directly from us.
Absolutely, you are. And so do it today. There's free shipping. There is flex pay if you'd like to use that. Again, we've got all the cap counts. We're at about 23,000 and counting. We are very busy, as we always are with Andrew when he joins us, especially as we listen and learn. It's always good to get the education, but I don't want you to just listen. I want you to take action and start feeling better like the other folks who've